Today we are going to discuss about the cytoskeleton, which is the cell skeleton. Cytoskeleton is the dynamic network of interlinking protein filaments present in the cytoplasm of cells. Usually these are the protofilaments which are made up of protein, or these are the cytoskeleton proteins. Well, what is the role of cytoskeleton? Cytoskeleton extends throughout the cell cytoplasm and it directs the number of important functions occurring in the cytoplasm. It helps in maintaining cell's shape and it also gives the support to a cell. It helps in changing the form and shape of the cell. A variety of cellular organelles like Golgi bodies, mitochondria, etc. are held in place by this cytoskeleton. It also enables cells to carry out essential activities like cell division, cell movement, cyclosis, engulfing of particles, etc. It also assists in the formation of vacuoles. Cytoskeleton is also called as the associated accessory proteins. So these are the role of cytoskeleton. Now what are the components of the cytoskeleton? The cytoskeleton is made up of three major components. These are microfilaments, intermediate filaments and microtubules. These are connected by microtrabecular lattice or microtubular matrix. These cytoskeletons are capable of rapid growth and disassembly depending upon the cell's requirement. Now, there are three types of cytoskeletons: microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. We will deal with each. The cytoskeleton is located where the cytoplasm come into contact with the cell membrane. This gives the greatest possible strength and offers the cell the most protection. We all know that cell is having a particular shape. The shape and structure of the cell is maintained by the cytoskeleton. One of the major cytoskeletons are the microfilaments. These are long, linear, unbranched, solid protein filaments. They are contractile in function. Most of the microfilaments are made up of actin, myosin, troponin, and filamin. Narrowest are these microfilaments. They are having a diameter of about 7 nanometer and they are made up of many linked monomers of protein called as actin. So microfilaments are also known as actin filaments as these are made up of actin monomers. Actin filaments are the major components of the microfilaments. Other than these, myopsin, troponin, filamin also can be seen as microfilaments. Now what are the functions of microfilaments? Actin serve as tracks for the movement of motor protein called myosin. This can also form filaments. Because of its relationship to myosin, actin is involved in many cellular events requiring motions. In animal cell division, a ring made up of actin and myosin pinches the two cells apart to generate two new daughter cells. So this is having important role in animal cell division. Actin and myosin are also helpful or it is plentiful in muscle cells. 60% of the muscles are made up of actin and myosin. So they are forming organized structures, overlapping filaments called as sarcomeres, which is also having important role in muscle contraction. Actin filaments may also serve as highways inside the cell for the transport of materials. Actin filaments can assemble and disassemble quickly, and this property allows them to play an important role in the motility, that is, the movement of the cell, the crawling movement of the white blood cells in our immune system. Now, about the second component, the intermediate filaments. The intermediate filament, as the name suggests, it is having intermediate average diameter of about 8 to 10 nanometer. It is in between that of the diameter of microfilaments as well as the microtubules. Intermediate filaments is a type of cytoskeletal element which is made up of multiple strands of fibrous protein which are bound together. Intermediate filaments come in a number of different varieties, each one made up of a different type of protein. One protein that forms the intermediate filament is the well-known keratin. For example, you can see intermediate filaments in the glial filaments, neurofilaments, Desmin filaments, that is the cardiac muscles, etc. Intermediate filaments are having important functions. They are specialized to bear tensions, anchoring the nucleus and other organelle in place. Third one is microtubules. Microtubules are the largest of the three types of the cytoskeletal components, and it is having a diameter of about 25 nanometer. A microtubule is made up of tubulin protein arranged to form a hollow straw-like tube. Each tubulin protein contains two subunits, alpha tubulin and beta tubulin. Microtubules are dynamic structures. They can grow and shrink together quickly by the addition or removal of tubulin proteins. Microtubules have directionality also, meaning that they have two ends structurally different from one another. A microtubule made up of alpha and beta tubulin is shown here. You can see the cross section of the microtubule and the gross structure of the microtubule. Now, what are the functions? They form centrioles, spindle fibers, cilia, flagella, etc., which is having important role in cell metabolism. The sliding movement of cilia and flagella is with the help of these microtubules. During cell division, microtubules assemble into a structure called as the spindle, which pulls the chromosomes apart. In a cell, microtubules play an important role in helping the cell to resist compression forces. Thank you.